Coach, the tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The rate. Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. This fielded at the 2. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go. 60 or 54 miles. Switch. Hey, exit. 5.
Austin on first and 10. Well, this one complete to Smith. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Ready.
They'll come up now. 31. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd down, Austin. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. But now it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On 3rd down, Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Back to throw here. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out. Out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line. J.K. Scott on the...
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
60 Pittsburgh.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run it with Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Hatch it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete to his running back, Grant. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Julio Jones. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Touchdown, Packers.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Zipper. Hey, Haywood.
2nd and 6. That one complete. Elliott. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Packers 14, Vikings nothing.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Don't get nervous. Mike 54.
Now Austin from the gun, he'll throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Austin to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 39. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Austin. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and goal, Minnesota.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Now Elliott. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point from McManus is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Julio Jones. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. This quarterback now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Undercrush. X3, 218, chop it. Check three.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Austin. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And this is going to be Packer football. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Come on, baby.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
So first thing across my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's 2nd and 8. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Carlson now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
15, line it. 15 line. 54. I'm coming after you. Now.
Austin now looking to throw on second down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Josh Jackson on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Complete. Smith has it. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw is Austin, operating from the gun. And he's got Miller. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Austin to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now Austin from the gun. He'll throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. From the gun, Austin. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 14. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Mike 54. Echo. Go. Ready? Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the screen.
They'll set up to throw. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd and 19.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. Whoosh. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Austin. And he's into the clear. The 20, 10, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations.
Here we go.
But a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's second down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Austin looking to throw on second down. Completes it to Hardman. Whoa! It still won't go down. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Mecole Hardman with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. McManus now for the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Next to score, Packers 35, Vikings 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battles.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Julio Jones. His third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Vikings 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Vikings take over.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Yeah, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just call the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
This is Elliott. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Charlie.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Hey, high 7. Ready?
Austin down on 3rd down. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. McManus's point after is good, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the pass. Check 43s.
2nd and 4. He completes it to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Looking to throw. It's caught. Lockett. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. Switch it. Come on. Tighten up. Let's go.
Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. He'll look to throw. He's got Lockett. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Packers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers lead out further. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Good one, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
90, Wolf.
54. Mike 54. Defense wins championships, baby.
Back to throw, it's Austin. To throw on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Austin on first down. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Intercepted. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most